So today I will be talking about what I've learned from my course social use of new media. So throughout the course I've learned a lot of things, but one of the things that stood out to me the most, or the thing that stood out to me the first, was the articles we read about sexting. So one of the articles was sexting scripts and adolescent relationships, and is sexting becoming the norm. So I realized in today's age, more and more relationships are almost entirely built on the conversations had through texting, and as a result, this will always lead to some form of sexting, and that no relationship in today's world will can exist without being in part maintained over texting, and as a result, always have sexting. And while that may not be a bad thing, it's kind of funny to think that a piece of technology plays such a large role in today's relationship. Another factor, so when we look at when I'm considering this, is that it's hard to imagine how kids these days will never know reality besides the one they're presented, of always having to text someone, and relationships being done all through texting. And since most kids get a phone by the age of 8 or 10, it opens them up to so many more consequences compared to other generations. Another thing I've noticed, or I've learned throughout this course, is from reading the articles Millennial Narcissism and Social Networking, what narcissists do on social media networking sites and why. So I found that it really pointed out to me how social media basically fosters an individualistic behavior. Even though it's meant to be a platform of sharing, connecting people, it causes really the opposite effect. And the people don't genuinely care what other people are doing or how their life is going. They really care about how it relates to them, and they're always constantly comparing other people to them. A third lesson I want to take away from this course is that I always knew my generation and the ones preceding mine are the same, how the saying goes, glued to their phones. Well, as people say, but after this class, I really see this in full effect. Like, I realize you can't hang out with someone without them being on their phone at some point, or going to any public space and not see like 3/4 of the people there sitting there on their phones. Cell phones have now become such a social norm that most people don't even realize that everyone is just staring down at their phones, and it's just so common to always be on your phone. Um, Lastly, the biggest takeaway, though, is that I've become very analytical and critical of my own behavior, both on social media and off. I can't not go on Instagram in a day, and if I don't keep up with certain social media groups, like friendly groups, I will be left out of get-togethers and certain events. And if I don't keep up with certain content that's being shared on platforms like Instagram, I can't follow any conversation with my friends, and basically lost in a social setting. So, lastly, this course has made me realize that social media is really beginning to consume my life, and that if I don't change my behavior, I may fall victim to the social control of social media and forever be changed. And yeah, so that would be my greatest takeaway, and thank you for listening.